said who Christ loved the most. Christ
No,
don't have no favourites.
Okay, on Christ. Now, that completely shatters your point about not having to be in church, because they wrote a letter to the churches for the churches to know the signs of Christ coming back.
Okay,
now,
but you don't have
hold
to.
on, hold
just
on,
because just because a letter was written to the churches, that don't mean that that is the only place you have to be in order to get to heaven. That is a main place of worship, but that's not the only place you need to be to get to heaven.
Case,
So your point's
hold
void.
on,
God
hold
can
on.
tell me in my prayer
hold on.
same thing.
If that's the case, okay, if that's the case, me and you both follow the Bible, and that's what the Bible says. Now you tell me.
Listen, your version of the Bible and my version of the Bible, I can see is very different, and the way you interpret it is very different.
Okay, listen.
The way you interpret it is very different to how I interpret it. Because I'm a Seventh-day Adventist Christian. I'm not even like a typical Christian. I'm very different. So the way you're interpreting it is not the way I interpret it. I'm telling you that, yeah, God may have written a letter to the churches and said, oh, that God's going to be coming again. But that's not the only way that people could have received that message. There's prayer. There's fasting. There's different ways you can receive messages from God. And church isn't the only one. And that's my point. But honestly, is it PK? That's your name, PK?
Yeah, my name's PK.
Like, I can see you're passionate about what you believe in. And it's actually fascinating for me. I find it fascinating, hence why I'm talking to you. I find it fascinating. But I just feel like I don't like the way you came. It's like I have to believe what you're saying, and what I believe is wrong. Like, it's like you need to understand there's so many different denominations, and you can't just count everything as wrong because what you believe in, like, nobody else can't see any different. Like, I feel like you need to be more understanding.
You know what it is?
I've really let him speak, you know, so please don't say I haven't let him speak. I've really let him. He's been speaking for the past hour.
Let me tell you what it is, yeah? There's a difference, yeah? With this is where it comes into Spacnation. There's a difference between us and a lot of people, yeah? And you might think this is offensive, but I'm saying it with the greatest respect, yeah? Everybody reads, but we do. It's as simple as that.
But how do you know that you're the only ones that... How do you know that, though?
Should I tell you how I know that? How many people do you live with?
Me and my mum and my nephew.
Just you and your mum and your nephew? Ask me how much people I live with.
How much people do you live with?
Ask how many of the pastors in Spacnation, how many people did they live with in their house?
How many did... I've heard that they're bringing people, I think, was it Victoria was explaining that they've got houses